Welcome to the Lauren Jean Show, where we talk life. Through my life, I've had many experiences, and I want to share them all. Nutrition, mind work, and everything related to the self. I'm an integrative health coach focusing on helping you to overcome the dieting roller coaster that takes over your life through working on your perspective. Finally, be happy and healthy without the food worries that bring you down. There may be a curse word here and there, so be mindful when little ears are around while listening. Hey guys, welcome back to another show. So happy you could be here. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I had a bunch of things going on, including my daughter's twirling recital, which was amazing. To watch her grow is amazing, and doing the things that she loves is what I thrive on. I really love watching her do things that she truly, truly enjoys. Well, I want to get right into today's episode because it is something that a lot of people have been asking about. I'm going to be talking about vitamin B12 today. That is a concern of a lot of people out there, and I did get this request to talk about this vitamin, so I did my research, I have my notes here, and I'm ready to dive right into it. So let's first get into what vitamin B12 comes in. We know that there's different forms of different vitamins out there, but we're not necessarily sure about what each one does. We know that some are better than the others, and we're not sure how to tell the difference on what we're actually getting because we want to get a quality product out there that's actually going to help us in whatever we need. So vitamin B12 comes in a couple of forms. And not all of these forms are created equally, right? So the most effective form is called methylcobalamin. It's a tough word to say, methylcobalamin. However, the most common form is cyanocobalamin because it's easier to manufacture and it's easy and less expensive. So you'll see a lot more of that available. And when you're actually buying something, if you're not sure what's in it, ask whoever's ever in the store or do your research and find the brand and find exactly where you can get it. So you're not wasting your time in these stores, because I know when you go into a vitamin store, a vitamin shop, it could be very, very overwhelming. So make sure that you do your research correctly and you know exactly what you're looking for. Don't just go into a store unsure, because you can't always guarantee that whoever is helping you out knows everything. You want to hope that they know a lot about what they're selling, but this doesn't always happen. So do your research. So the very uncommon form is methylcobalamin. The most common form is cyanocobalamin, right? So you want to be looking for that form that is correct. Cyanocobalamin is the form that is difficult for the body to absorb, and the small amount that actually gets absorbed usually will fail to find its way into your cells, where it's actually supposed to get into the liver and perform its intended tasks. The liver does, however, convert a small amount of the cyanocobalamin into methylcobalamin, but much larger amounts that can be converted or need to carry out the normal functions of B12. So many people who take large doses of this one continue to be deficient in this vitamin. And they also tend to find themselves going for injections, vitamin B12 injections, which you can get from your doctor by usually prescription only. The vitamin B12 deficiency is caused by malabsorption, is most likely common in elderly people and sometimes younger people, depending on your situation. But a simple alternative is to take the methylcobalamin form in the first place. Take that first. That's why I said find the proper product to help you out with this. Don't go guessing. Find what exactly you need so that you can get the proper form. So you can swallow it in a tablet form or sublingually, so under the tongue. Those with severe digestive disorders may have no choice but to resort to the vitamin B12 injections. So methylcobalamin is active in the growth and protection of your nervous system. And larger quantities are especially necessary to protect against neurological deterioration. As we age and we get older, this stuff falls apart. It tends to fall apart and break down. So vitamin B12 in the methylcobalamin form may help prevent Parkinson's disease, and it also slows the progression in those who already have the disease by protecting in the neural toxicity caused by excess L-DOPA, which is a probable cause of the actual disease itself. The vitamin has been shown to reverse the symptoms of rare neurological diseases like Bell's palsy. And it'll also show a promise in the treatment of multiple sclerosis and other neurological disease. Again, this is neurological. There was actually a 1994 study in the Journal of Neurological Science that suggested that the methylcobalamin form of vitamin B12 could actually increase the synthesis of certain proteins that will help to regenerate your nerves. So that's pretty cool. So this is important stuff. If this is neurological stuff, guys, this is what is in your nervous system. This is what you want to seriously pay attention to and take care of. So if you have any doubts in your mind that something is going on with your vitamin B12 or any vitamin in your body, go to your doctor and get yourself checked out. Vitamin B12 is also needed to prevent anemia, and it aids in the folic acid in regulating the formation of your red blood cells, and it helps in the utilization of iron in your body. It's also required for proper digestion, absorption of foods, and the metabolism of carbohydrates and fats. It aids in cell formation and cellular longevity. In addition, vitamin B12 will prevent nerve damage, maintains your fertility, and promotes normal growth and development by maintaining the fatty sheaths that are around your nerve endings, so it protects them and keeps them safe. Vitamin B12 is also linked to the production of acetylcholine, which is a neurotransmitter that assists memory and learning. So focus, clarity, all of that stuff. Vitamin B12 supplementation has been shown to enhance sleep patterns as well, allowing for more restful and refreshing sleep. And who doesn't want more of that? We all want a peaceful rest so that we can get up and tackle the next day. Vitamin B12 deficiency can be caused by malabsorption, which is most common, like I said earlier, in older adults and also people with digestive disorders who cannot absorb the proper nutrients. Deficiency can cause abnormal gait, bone loss, chronic fatigue, constipation, depression, digestive disorders, it goes on and on and on, dizziness, drowsiness, enlargement of the liver, eye disorders, hallucinations, headaches, including migraines, inflammation of the tongue, irritability, labored breathing, memory loss, moodiness, nervousness, neurological damage, palpitations, anemia, ringing in the ears, and spinal cord degeneration. None of this stuff is anything that we all want. So also those with cognitive impairment may want to be tested for low B12 issues. So if you're feeling not quite right in your head, if you can't concentrate, your clarity is out, get yourself tested, get a blood test, go to your doctor. This is super important, guys, because this is all neurological. This is that system. You need to take care of this. This is just one vitamin. So many out there, but this is a super important one. So you're probably wondering, after I've rambled on about all of that stuff, where are the sources? Where can you get this in your actual food, right? Besides supplementation, you can find the largest amounts of vitamin B12. It's found in meats, brewer's yeast, clams, eggs, herring, kidney, liver, mackerel, milk, dairy products, and seafood. It's also found, I should say it's not found in many vegetables. So it's available only from sea vegetables such as dulse, kelp, kombu, bladder, rack, and nori, as well as soybeans and soy products. It's believed that bacteria, the bacteria that's present in the large intestines synthesize most B12, and it's also present in the herbs alfalfa and hops. So when taking account to trying to get B12, you want to make sure that you're getting the highest quality foods here. Anything that is grass-fed, no antibiotics. Make sure you're doing the research on the meats that you're actually getting, because it might be a chance that you're getting something lower quality and you're not actually going to be getting what you need through this. You don't want to get a low quality. And if you're listening to this podcast, most likely you are on top of that health issues, any kind of health issues. So hopefully you're not eating that type of stuff, but I have a feeling that you're not. And if you are, time to start learning some more stuff about that as well. All right, so let's get into the actual meat of this episode. I wanted to talk about what actually happens inside of your body when you are acidic, because foods affect your body. We already know this, but how does the acidic foods that you're eating affect your body and each individual organ, right? It affects it differently in each organ, overall doing the same thing, damaging. So let's start with your lungs. I'm going to go through each organ and I'm going to tell you what it does when your body is in an acidic state, okay? So the lungs. In the lungs, when your body is acidic, it creates excess mucus in the body, manifesting as coughing, any kind of breathing trouble, chest pain, fatigue, and even sinus issues. So you might think that you have allergies. It might just be an acidic body. This is why it's super important to test your own pH. Test it, test it, test it. Go to the pool store, get the drops. Go to the vitamin shop, and get the strips. Make sure you have them in your house so you can constantly test yourself for your pH, because when your body is acidic, you are not feeling well. Your body's in a state of sickness, and this is where dis-ease starts. Dis-ease, in a state of dis-ease, okay? Cancer can live in an acidic body. You don't want to have that. You want to be able to prevent that. You want to stay on top of that. And by keeping track of your own body's pH is a great way to stay on track. All right, the next thing, let's go to what does it do to your bones? An acidic body strips your bones of crucial minerals like calcium to help buffer acidic overload in your body. It results in brittle bones and osteoporosis. Now, let me just make this clear that you're not going to notice this thing right away. This is over time. This is as you're getting older, as you're aging, as you're getting into your older age, you're going to start noticing what the foods that you're eating are actually doing to your body. You don't want to notice that. You want to be able to get in there and tackle it and stay on top of it. Again, test your pH. What does it do to your brain? Okay, neurological conditions like Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's, and reduced mental clarity. I think that was a given. Reduced mental clarity. I'm sure a lot of us feel like that right now. Stressful times, add stress, and also, I'll have another show about this. I know I'm going to have to, but stress and your pH go hand in hand. Stress will kill anything. So, reduce mental clarity, definitely. What does it do to your heart? It can cause heart attacks, strokes, and anything cardiovascular disease. Liver and your kidneys is the most susceptible to acidic damage. It causes inflammation, ulcers, stones, and cancers. Guys, none of this is fun stuff, so you really need to take care of your body. Okay, let's get into your stomach. Excess gas, nausea, indigestion, acid reflux, bloating, bad breath, and belching. Intestines. Indigestion, reduced nutrient absorption, which is your vitamins and your mineral deficiencies, bloating, and candida. And these are just some short lists here. There's a lot more to each one, but I'm giving you the basics, the most common. And let's go to the last thing, your biggest organ, your skin. Chronic acidosis, which is the lowest possible acid base that your body could be at, results in eczema, acne, rashes, all types of dermatitis, so any kind of skin irritations or diseases. And random breakouts. So this is just a short list for each one, but basically, this is how the acidic foods and your acidic lifestyle affects your body. We all deal with stress. We all break down at some point, but it's super important for you not to stay there. You do not want to stay in that state all of the time. You need to take care of yourself, do some things for yourself. Get out, see some friends, take a bath, do whatever you need to take to relax yourself. Enjoy life. That's why we're here, guys. You really want to enjoy your life and make the best of it. So I know that was a short episode today, but I wanted to get to the basic points of it. So we talked about vitamin B12 and how acidic foods affect your body and how important it is to be testing your own pH, especially if you are dealing with an issue, a health-related issue. Always important to test your own pH. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. You can go over to Instagram, where I am most active at the Lauren Jeans with an S. And check out the link. I have included my link tree, which you'll check out and you'll see exactly what that is when you go over there. But there's a bunch of different links in there where you can click on and listen to the show. So I really hope that you pass this on if you feel like it is important, or someone in your family, friends, whatever in your circle can really use this advice. I would love for you to share the show. So that is my request for you today. Please share the show with someone who could really use it. I'm out there to help as many people as I possibly can, and I'm already grateful that you are here yourself. So I thank you for being here, and I can't wait to see what I'm going to be teaching you guys about next week. I would love to hear your requests. Just send me a message over on Instagram and tell me what you want to hear about. I can't wait to hear. So have a great week, guys. I'll see you next week. Bye.